Hello everyone, hello guys. Hope you are doing well. So in the previous lesson we have learned about what is domain, how to book domain, how domain works. So everything we have learned in the previous lesson. So in this lesson you will learn what is website hosting. It means that where we should host the application, host the website means whenever we design the website where we will put the content. The website is just a space. You can just think it's a space, it's a house for the web pages that you are designing or developing. Whatever the content you can see over the internet, whenever you see the internet, you see some pages are coming while accessing the website. So from where those are coming? They are coming from the hosting server. So website hosting means a page that you have rendered or which you have designed on the system, on your system, on personal laptop, you have to host somewhere. So that host means you have to put somewhere else, because whenever you build a house you need a land. In the same way, whenever you build a website, you need a server, hosting server. So website has to be hosted somewhere. That is called website hosting. So there are different types of website hosting. We'll see in the further lessons. So let's proceed in the next lesson what we are going to learn here. So what we will learn in this lesson, let's see. What is website hosting? It's simple. Second, how to select hosting provider. So what is website hosting? What How to choose the hosting provider. Third is how to choose the packages. Third, how to connect your domain and hosting. So let's come to the website hosting. A web hosting service is a type of internet hosting services that allow individuals and organizations to make their website accessible via the World Wide Web. World Wide Web here means www, triple W. You might have heard www. Then dot, we write google.com. So this www is a World Wide Web. After that, web hosts are companies that provides a space on the server. Means, as I told you, you need a space on the server owned or leased for use by clients. It is always owned or leased by the customers, as well as providing internet connectivity. Typically, in a data center. So, data center is basically a big cloud, big collection of servers where all the servers are kept there, and they have a good internet connectivity. They have good backup sources and everything there. Web hosts can also provide data center space and connectivity to the internet for other servers located in their data center, called co-location. So it's a part of the hosting. It can be the co-location also. Co-location means if you have a server, you can put your server in the data center. So this is called co-location. So you have understood what is web hosting. Simply just putting your web pages on the server that is being hosted by the other provider. You will just rent it out or you will buy it. Then comes to the shared hosting. So it is a part of hosting. It's the variety of the hosting. There are a lot of hostings like the shared hosting, private hosting, reseller hostings. All hostings we'll learn here and see one by one. So this is a part of the web hosting. What is shared hosting? The shared hosting is once website is placed on the same server as many as other sites. It means on web, it means that on one server there are lots of websites running. So generally we purchase shared hosting only because it is the cheapest option which is available over the internet to host your website. Domains may share a common pool or of server resources such as RAM, CPU. The features available with this type of services can be quite basic and not flexible. So it means that whenever you go for a web hosting as a shared hosting, so shared hosting will use the same RAM, same server, same speed, same CPU, whatever the other company has hosted there. So they often sell as a resellers, often sells a shared web hosting, and web companies often have a reseller account to provide the hosting for the client. It means that there are two types of segment. One is reseller customer, one is reseller. Reseller will buy the package from the server and they will sell in the small packages. Whenever you go and buy hosting, you see a small pricing per month or per year. That is the cheapest pricing. That pricing is usually shared hosting only. So what is reseller hosting? Basically, reseller hosting allows you to become a web host themselves. Resellers could function for individual domain under any combination of these listed types of hosting, depending on how they are affiliated with as a reseller. Reseller account may vary tremendously in size. They may have their own virtual and dedicated server to a co-located server. It means, what is reseller? Means this is the big company. This company has made one reseller here, so this same company can make another reseller here, third can be here, fourth can be here. Means a same server. This is server one. Let us say a server. This is server one. So this same server has multiple reseller, one, two, three, and four. So each reseller can sell multiple accounts. it means they can create multiple hosting in the same reseller account. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. So it will also create same 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. They can create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is the main server. They have 1, 2, 3, 4. They have 4 reseller here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Let us take an example. Each reseller has multiple websites, so they are hosting this much sites here. So reseller can sell multiple hosting packages to the customer, and they can charge different pricing as per the plan they have sold. And in that, a nearly identical services to their providers shared hosting plan and provide the technical and support themselves. So they will generally provide the support and everything by themselves only. So because they are charging a separate amount. Next comes after reseller hosting is that virtual dedicated server. What does it mean? It means that you have a server that is virtually dedicated to you. It means it is called virtual private server as well. VPS means server. See, suppose let us take an example here. This is a CPU that we see generally. This CPU has lot of spaces. 1, 2, 3. This is spaces. So virtually they will assign you this block. Means you are the owner. You are virtually owner of this block. Nobody will share your space this way. Some other VPS can be sold here. So a same server, a same CPU can be assigned to 1, 2. Here again I'm getting 3 to 3 and 4. So 4 VPS can be made here. This is just example 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can see here 4 separate customers are purchasing the server space. Each server space is given to single owner. They can use the space as they want in a way that does not directly reflect the underlying hardware. VPS will often be allocated resources. Here you can see resources based on one server. As I give an example here, this is the one server. And too many VPS relationships, however, the virtualization may be done for a number of reasons, including the ability to move a VPS container between servers. The users may have root access to their own virtual space. So basically, they are giving the separate space, private space to you. You can manage virtually, and you are the virtual owner of this space. The next comes to dedicated hosting server. What does it mean? It means that this is a server, this is a CPU, which is a server. So this CPU, you are the only owner. Only one owner is there. So obviously this server has only one owner. So this CPU is always costly. This is always costly when we buy a dedicated server. So we are the owner or rented or leased owner for one server for particular time frame. We can choose the server for 1 month, 2 months, 1 quarter, 2 quarter, 6 months, 9 months, 12 months. According to the usage, we use the server speed here, server, and that can be the dedicated. Dedicated means it is only assigned to you. Nobody is using the servers other except you. So this basically dedicated hosting basically tells you are the only owner and you can use as you want to use. It's basically depend on how you are going to use. So basically it is a client responsibility for the security and the maintenance. So you will be the responsible for managing all the dedicated server here. So if you buy dedicated server, you have to manage it. Simple. So how we choose hosting provider? This is the main question. How do we choose the hosting provider? To choose a hosting provider, you just need to figure out few points. Let's come to see point wise here. Figure out your website needs, what your website needs. If it is a normal website, a static website with 4 to 5 pages, go with the shared hosting. Compare the key factor. If suppose I'm giving another example, if your website looks like an e-commerce shopping website, then go with the dedicated server, virtual private server. Don't go with the shared hosting because the shared hosting always shares the RAM and CPU. So your performance might decrease. So in order to not to decrease your performance, always choose the dedicated server when you are using shopping sites or e-commerce site. So compare the key factors. There are various key factors in the hosting providing company. It can be anything. It can be the speed. It can be the price. It can be something called price. It can be called a speed RAM. It can be the services. It can be the support. So it can be anything. So you have to just compare the key factors, specifications, what you are getting in particular price. Means 1 GB RAM they are giving $5 per month. Someone is giving $7 per month, so but they are giving 2 GB RAM. So obviously of course you will choose the better option there. Do some research work. Do compare over the internet because compare has to be done before buying any product. Even you buy a shirt, you just compare it from different showrooms, and just then you buy the product. In the same way, when you do hosting, choose the hosting provider, always do some research work. Then comes to the next section. Consider your website building and building option. Means what they are giving you in the bundle. Means what features they are giving you the hosting plan. So you just to see, you just need to see what are the extra functions or functions they are going to provide you when you purchase hosting with them. Then how to register? Now see, the next question comes here. Register hosting plan as per the need. Always register the hosting whatever you need. Don't think about other product. So when you want to register the product, then we have to do the let's do the practical one here. So because booking a hosting is not a theoretical part, so we'll just see and choose the hosting provider, and we will see one by one what are the differences which is coming here in the hostings. So let's come to the registrar and see how we can do. So here also we will use the same registrar, that is called GoDaddy, GODADY, GODADDY. So why we are using GoDaddy? Because they are one of the best reseller, or you can say that they are one of the biggest market share in the internet, which helps to book domain and hosting. So this is the website of GoDaddy where we have booked domain in the previous lesson. So I will show you how to book a hosting. So when we come to on the page of the GoDaddy, we can see here domains, website, WordPress, more. Click on more and see. Can you see here hosting? Yeah, it is here, right? Under the more section, we can see hosting here. Simply when we click here, if we don't click, just put the mouse over web on hosting, you can see different segment. One is your website hosting here. You can see this one section. Second one is your web hosting. It's gone. Let me bring it again. I'm so sorry. So you can see here, one is the website hosting here, web hosting, business hosting, reseller hosting, other is WordPress hosting, solution, something they are selling like the different packages for attracting customers. Here are the servers, servers, VPS hosting, it's the same. Dedicated server, if we see the pricing of dedicated server, you can see here how much they are charging for dedicated server per month. But they have a high capacity hard disk, high capacity. You can see here, it's around 8,000 rupees. It's almost a $150 per month if you talk about Singapore currency, and if you talk about the US dollar, it's around $120 or something in the US dollar. We can change the pricing part here as well. Just move down to the pages, and we can change the pricing here. Let me compare with the US dollar. So I will just compare to the USD, and I will show you the pricing of the US dollar. See, let's see the pricing. It's around $129 per month. So we can see here when we change the pricing to the US dollar, we can see here the pricing comes to $129 per month. So what we are getting here, it's a Xeon D processor, 3.0 gigahertz turbo, 32 GB RAM, and 8 TB hard disk, 8 terabyte hard disk. So every plan has different pricing. One is the lowest one is $129 something per month. Other one is $170 approx per month. Third one is $300 per month. Every server has different specifications. In the same way, if we choose about the hosting for the shared one, so simply click on this and click on web hosting. Once you click on the web hosting, you can see the pricing here. The basic plan starts from $3.99 per month, and the maximum plan under shared hosting goes to $12.99 per month. So you can see here that they have different specification. Obviously, obviously you can see here 256 MB RAM means it's not a GB. Means in $4 per month they are not giving even a single GB RAM. One website, 30 GB storage. When you come to the next plan, which is called economy one, you can see the standard performance. One website, 100 GB storage, 10 databases. So as you move or upgrade to the costlier higher plan, you see differences in the packages. So it's easy now, it's quite clear and easy for you to choose the hosting package as you want. So it totally depends on you how you want to choose and which plan you want to choose. Second, what type of website do you want to make it? According to that only you will choose the plan and hosting and all. So hope this video will clear you how to choose hosting, how to book hosting. Simply you need to clear, just click on add to cart and simply proceed with the buy option. Thanks for watching video. In the next video you will learn how to connect your domain and hosting